There's an old man who sits on the corner each day as hundreds of cars pass him by. Some say he's a drunk who's begging for cash, but none ever stop to ask why. He's not holding a sign, he's not there for his sin, a motive far from what it seems. That old preacher sits silent in prayer each day for the safety of those in the cars that he sees. There's a side of the story that few ever see, with a measure of suffering that few would believe. Scars from the past hidden out in plain sight, disguised by the smiles of those hurting inside. There's a clear explanation that no one will hear from the ones who stay silent, but God sees their tears. Things sure look different from the other side of the story. There's a gentle old lady who lives down the way, singing songs as she walks down the street. Some say she's just crazy, some just look away, but she still smiles at all those she meets. After decades of singing for Jesus in church, on the road at least 5 days a week, though the doctors just give her a few months to live, she still sings of the Savior whose face she'll soon see. There's a side of the story that few ever see, with a measure of suffering that few would believe. Scars from the past hidden out in plain sight, disguised by the smiles of those hurting inside. There's a clear explanation that no one will hear from the ones who stay silent, but God sees their tears. Things sure look different from the other side of the story. There's a young girl at school who keeps to herself, dressing different than most in her class. Many call her a freak, some have called her much worse, but none ever bothered to ask why she always wears coats when it's so warm outside. Her response to those years of abuse, with a father in prison and a mother who died, they would sure treat her different if they walked in her shoes. If they walked in her shoes. There's a side of the story that few ever see, with a measure of suffering that few would believe. Scars from the past hidden out in plain sight, disguised by the smiles of those hurting inside. There's a clear explanation that no one will hear from the ones who stay silent, but God sees their tears. Things sure look different from the other side of the story.